I want Plawecki. I want you.
First game, 7 of the NBA playoffs. Mavericks, Clippers in L.A. Good luck, L.A. Home team has lost every game in the series. They're 0 for 6. Basically, if you're playing at home, you stink. Luka Doncic, maybe that's what you should do. Wear the road unis. Doncic, guarded by Nicholas Batum. That didn't work. Drains a three-pointer. Let's put Rajon Rondo on and see what happens there. Nope, he hits one there, too. All right, maybe Tyler, who else you got out there? Let's put Terrence Mann on him. Sure, that's a genius idea. Nope, and one. So that's another three-point play. Doncic, 29 points and 10 of 14 shooting in the first half. Most points in a half of a Game 7 in the last 25 years, but the Mavericks were down 8. Second half, he has not fared as well in this series, averaging 9 fewer points in the second half. There you see the actual numbers. And you get Kawhi Leonard on you, that makes a difference too. He didn't guard him exclusively in the second half, but he took him more often. Gets a missed shot on a rebound. We speed to the other end. Leonard offensively, he's all up in there with two hands. Clippers going on a large run. Decided this thing, at least a comfortable margin in the third quarter. Doncic backing down. Man can't finish. Leonard eventually corrals the rebound, and here we go again. That's the fast and the fast break. Marcus Morris eventually is going to hit the three. Good ball movement, swinging around. Clippers up 5. Big game for Morris in this one. A few minutes later, Leonard. Handle, out. Morris kicks in another one. Morris, 7 threes. Ties Steph Curry for the most in a Game 7 in history. Marcus Morris, Steph Curry. That's your list. 91-83. Luke Kennard swings it to Mann. Corner. Miss. There's Leonard. Nobody boxed out. Ran right in there and the unwon. The Clippers 24-4 run to end the third. Steve Ballmer, as you know, he gets crazy down there whenever his team does good things. Doncic frustrated. He's doing the best he can in this thing. He's going to get 46 points. They were up 19. Leonard has it. It went back down to 7, but you needed a clutch. Who's more clutch than Reggie Jackson? I mean, I don't care if you're in the 70s or in 2021. Jackson hits that one. Doncic has it with Leonard guarding him. Drives, step back, hits that one again. 46 points. Second best in a Game 7. Jackson again. Clippers set a Game 7 record with 20 made threes. Leonard had 28, 10, and 9. And the Clippers, big win for them. 126-111. Winners talk first.
13 win. We wanted this moment. It was a great test for us, making us battle tested going into the second round. So, like I said, it was a great win for us.
Just for me, it's about the situation that's in front of you. Just because you play great in whatever 9 Game 7s doesn't mean you're going to play great in Game 10 and, vice versa. So it's all about the moment. Sometimes when you're overconfident, you play bad. Sometimes when you're down on yourself, you play good. But like I said, for me, it's about focusing in that moment, having fun, and playing hard. That's it. It's a game of basketball.
Remember, Clips blew all those big leads in the bubble last year and lost in the first round. Lost a 3-1 lead. Put the Clippers on his back right there. Kawhi Leonard, first player to average 30 points, 60% shooting in a playoff series since Shaq in the 2000 finals. And he's not standing close to the rim. Not bad. Leonard's average shot distance about 3 times as far as Shaq's. Bring on the Jazz for them. As for the second place team, they're done.
We're very disappointed with the result of the series, obviously. I thought through the course of it, there was a lot of growth, a lot of very valuable experience, but losing in the first round is something that we don't like doing.
We gave everything. I'm really proud of this team. Obviously, I hate losing. We hate losing, but I'm proud of my team. The playoffs is different than the regular season, and Game 7 is tough as game. You got to give everything. Today wasn't the result we wanted, but we'll come back next year.
Luka, aside from props from the opposition, goes home empty-handed after a monster series. He is one of 3 players in league history to lose back-to-back playoff series despite averaging 30 points, 5 boards, and 5 assists in both the series. Tracy McGrady, Michael Jordan also did it toward the beginning of their careers. As their careers progressed, one guy had considerably more playoff success.
Confidence back into the Clippers
And, as Reggie Jackson said, he was smooth as peanut butter, in terms of talking to us and just very calm. So he has a way with the team, when they're in tough situations and keeping them confident. And that confidence showed tonight in the Game 7. In the Game 7, right, they're 50% from the field, 46% from the three-point line, and a shocking 24 for 24 from the free throw line. So you're talking about that type of offensive efficiency where they're not missing.
Right.
They're extremely confident. So you got to go to the bench and give Ty Lue a lot of props for that.
Well, it starts with his best player as well. I mean, Kawhi Leonard, you look across the board, 1 assist shy of a triple-double, 28, 10, 9, 4 steals, but you were saying that efficiency? Yeah, 10 for 15 from the field, shot 60% from the field in this series. Game 6 and 7 saved his best for last when facing elimination.
Well, he's been in this situation plenty of times, and we understand Kawhi is an excellent closer, not a good closer. He's an excellent closer, and we've seen it enough. But I thought today the difference in how Ty used Kawhi, he was essentially their point guard, and you saw him initiate a lot of the possessions in this game. And so we know he's an efficient scorer. We know he can attack the rim as he's doing here, going by, Boban. But to put the ball in his hands, to start the offense, this is probably one of the most complete games that I've seen out of Kawhi Leonard. Scoring efficiency, crashing the boards here for an offensive rebound, second chance opportunities. But the 9 assists, you don't see that often in the Kawhi Leonard stat sheet. And I think that's where we saw tremendous production from guys like Morris, guys like Luke Kennard and Reggie Jackson. Their games was elevated because of what Kawhi Leonard did and the attention that he brings on the offensive end.
And on the other side of the ball, I mean, we got to look at Luka Doncic and what he did, despite the loss being what it was. And it was a close game through 3 quarters. But Luka, 46, 14 assists, 7 rebounds. Those 46, 1 point shy of the NBA's record in Game 7s held by Dominique Wilkins and Sam Jones. That's just incredible.
Yeah, it is. And I'm going to take a different approach here because, while these numbers sound great and Luka is fantastic, I'm wondering if you can really win and get a championship playing the way Luka plays, because it's all Luka, right? And, he's so dominant with the basketball. And we saw this in Houston with James Harden. Right? James Harden was so dominant with the basketball, numbers great, MVP and everything else. But can you win a championship this way? And can your team advance? And, while the numbers look good for Luka, can you actually win playing this way when everything is just centered around Luka, 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 Luka?
Well, that's a key point when we look on the Clippers and what happened, the difference between Game 6 and Game 7. Game 6, it was Reggie Jackson, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard scoring 90 of their points. It was a different story in Game 7. You look at Marcus Morris knocking down 7 3-pointers. You look at Terrence Mann coming off the bench to score 13. Luke Kennard with 11. Nick Batum also with 11. It was a more complete effort by the Clippers.
Well, I think his point's valid. It's 22-6 advantage for the LA Clippers off the bench. And so when you start there, who else can come in and impact the game? Obviously, scoring is one area, but that's a huge area. Yeah. And if the Dallas Mavericks are centered around Luka and the ball dominance of Luka, it is going to be hard in a game like this. Yes, he scored well, but who else was able to impact the game? And so I think that difference, 22-6 advantage, Clippers bench, but the other advantage was 30-22 in terms of assists. And so Kawhi's tremendous game of running this team, getting other guys involved, and they had guys step up, but those guys were empowered to step up, and that's why they had tremendous production from the bench and with the assists.
Yeah, I think, using Luka the way you use him, again, he's great, one of the best players we've ever had in our league. But you got to get him off the ball sometimes, and you got to give others a chance other than just catch and shoot. You got to be able to. It's a team game, and the numbers say that he plays team basketball, but the numbers don't tell you how much he's really got the ball all the time. And like I say, we've seen this with Harden, you know, in Houston, and I just don't know if you can win championships this way.
Quickly, is it a coaching issue? Is it a front office issue? Do they have the right talent on the team? Like, why is that happening?
Well, it's always a system issue, right? And we've seen Carlisle. This is the first time I've ever seen Carlisle use a player like this much, where the ball is just always in his hand. Carlisle is usually, you know, everybody touches, feel it, moving basketball around. But Luka has been so good and so dominant, you can't argue with the numbers. The analytics going to say we're wrong, all right? But from a winning championship standpoint, I'm going to say analytics is wrong. You have to find another way to play and win championships if Luka's going to be your dominant player on the team.
Yeah, I think at this stage of the season, especially as you advance further in the playoffs, the great